Welcome back, everybody, to Paval Farm Pro Bay, where we test vehicles and machines on specific jobs on the farm or construction. So we may review and see if we can add them to our stockpile on the farm or company, or if you would like to take a look at the vehicles and add them to your farm, if you wish. These are helpful videos for tips and tricks and suggestions what you can possibly do on your farm. As you can tell, I have my voice back, and I am feeling much better now. This video was supposed to come out on Thursday. However, as I was setting up, I realized that this was the last moment I could possibly put cotton in the ground. And so Peter and I were spending quite some time yesterday, or last job I should say, putting the cotton in the ground. Peter was using this autonomous Case tractor. We do have a contract with Case, and they do send us machines every once in a while, and this one is their autonomous tractor, their test program for robots in the farm field. We'll go over this one later, but I don't really like using autonomous things, and so I was in this Versatile, the good old girl. It was late last night setting up the olives and grapes and getting the machine over there, and the river was moving a lot faster than it is now, and it was too powerful for this trailer here, which got pushed off to the side, and then of course the trailer took the tractor with it. And so we have to recover this vehicle first before going over to the rest of the job. To do that, we have our recovery vehicle, and yes, this is our recovery vehicle, and yes, it is a Bigfoot. But as you can see, next to the Bigfoot, we do have the Versatile tractor, and the truck is just about the size of the tractor, and we do need that power to pull. I have gotten the Versatile stuck before, so it is not fun trying to get that thing out, and it is good to have a machine like this. In the store, the Ford Bigfoot is under the cars section category. Towards the back here, the brand name is Lizard. It goes for $125,000. And it is made by Viper GTS modding, GTS 96 modding, excuse me. This has been recently updated, and so it is an older mod. It has been around for a while, but because of the update, I will share it now, all of the things that are new. The engine setup, it starts at 950 horsepower. Automatic transmission, 80 liters of fuel, 180 kilometers an hour, and it carries 2,500 liters of whatever in the back here. And it weighs starting at 6.5 tons. The engine setup, it has many different transmissions here, manual and CVT. And then of course it'll jump up to 1,100 horsepower, which is the truck that I have because I need that power. The newest vehicles are from Midas, I believe. Yeah, Midas. Y tires and Y tires too. These things are enormous. And of course, the chains are also new. Or are they new? There was an update with the chains. I think the slip or something, or the rotation was incorrect, but now it is okay. The newest thing, the coolest thing, I think, is the liveries, or however you call them. You have None, Venom, Animal, which I updated my truck, of course, Shinoda. I don't know what these companies are, Shinoda, I have no idea. And of course, Havoc. I don't know what this company is either. And you can have the different covers, as usual. That has not changed, and the colors have not changed either. The livery color, roll bar color, and then the rim color. One of the very necessary things to pull tractors out of water is a solid rope. I have actually several. I have chains and tow bars and all kinds of things, but this time I'm going to be using this rope, which I actually use more than the other things. In the store, it is under the miscellaneous section in the tools category. The tools will be in the beginning of the back half of the section. And you have here 3 different things you can buy. You can buy the recovery mount, or a black rope, or a red rope. I am Case, and I have red. They both run for $500, and the recovery mount $700. If you click on the rope, you see I have manual attach on the game. And what happens is when you have manual attached, the rope disappears. If you attach the rope onto your vehicle and then detach it, the rope will appear. You attach it on there, it'll appear, you detach it, and then it will be permanently there. There is a little quirk with it, with the manual attach. Sometimes the rope will completely disappear, and then you have these two hooks. And so you have to be careful about how you detach these things. I highly recommend switching quickly to automatic detach, where you just push the Q button when you're inside the vehicle, before detaching and then switching back again. It is the safest way to detach, but attaching is no problem. That is just a little bit of a quirk with this one. Here is the recovery mount, and it can be changed to any of the base colors. Why does everybody go for pink and purple, I wonder? Just to show you what I mean, this rope right here is the one I have owned for a while, and this one I just bought. And to show you, you just click it on, it appears, you can click it off, and then it is the same. Every time you load the game, the rope will be disappeared, but it is an easy fix. Some may wonder, well, isn't that tractor, or aren't those tractors full of water? And no, they are not. I went through the skylight there of the New Holland to get out of it. I couldn't open the door. Well, I could have, but then water would be in the tractor. And I know it will work perfectly fine. I am going to have to now get into the water, which I really rather not do, but there we go. To attach this thing is actually really cool. It can go on basically anything. I have never had a problem attaching this to any vehicle. And you'd think, okay, so it doesn't work right here, but all you have to do is hold it up to it and then push R and then let go of it, and it is attached to the vehicle. It is the only reason why this works is because all of the vehicles in FS22 can be strapped down to the trailers, and so it uses that advantage, and it is a really nice thing. And so you attach this hook to the recovery vehicle, and then you take the rope here, and there you go. One thing you do have to do is turn on the vehicle, because you have to release the parking brakes that are on the vehicles. Otherwise, it's very difficult for you to tow them. Let me get back through the skylight. And we're off. John just delivered me over here. And we are now headed over to the grapes and olives. Well, first the olives. These 3 pieces of equipment here are what I need for the olives and the grapes, and what the store is letting me test out. The tools that the store wanted me to use, or at least test out, are too powerful for my tractors. And so they let me borrow this Antonio Carraro tractor here. This is probably the top of the line of the little tractors there. It has 98 horsepower, and of course the 4 tracks. There are others with, I think, fewer 2 tracks. I have been spending a little bit of time here setting up for the olives and making sure that everything is working. The machines are working, and checking out the olive trees here. I have quite a few, and they do need a lot of work. Same with the grapes. I was over there really quickly. This Antonio Carraro is a part of a DLC pack in the Mod Hub, as probably everybody does know what this tractor is. However, I will just show it really quickly for those who don't. It will be in under vehicles in the small tractor category, and here towards the beginning there are all of the Antonio Carraro tractors. Here's the one, like I said, that has 2 tracks, and this one has the front and the back, and this is the one that actually I have borrowed from the store. This tractor has 98 horsepower and many options. I will not go into great details of this tractor because it is already very, very well known. I needed it because it had 98 horsepower. Well, I needed a 98 horsepower tractor, and they just let me borrow this one. This is one that I actually could be using because I have 2 small tractors. This one, Tiger, which is actually also a part of that pack. This is from 1970 something or other. It is a very old tractor. I've had it for a little bit. It's been around the block a few times. And then on the other side with the grapes, I have a Fiat. These pieces of equipment are a part of the Vineyard Pack, which can be found on the Mod Hub. By the way, all of the mods, all of the machines that I am showing today can be found on the Giants Mod Hub. As always, I will link the mods into the description of the video here. Going over this Vineyard Pack, which is actually a really nice pack made by SMI Modding team and a few others. ETA La. I am sorry, I will not be able to pronounce this. I will link them up in the description and you will be able to see yourself. SMI Modding plus others. There are several different manufacturers. It is for PC and Mac only. It is version 1.0 and it is 78.89 megabytes to download. It was actually released in December last year. There are a great many machines in this pack, and I'll only go over. This pack here is a massive pack. It includes 2 tractors, fertilizers, grape harvesters, mulchers, cultivators, and trailers. Everything you really need to do any kind of vine work. Today we really just have to do the groundwork and the fertilizing. I'm not using everything from this pack, as of course I don't have the tractor. I use this tractor instead. The cultivator here that is attached to, or actually this is a subsoiler, which can be used instead of a plow. It will be used for basically the grapes. Then there is this here mulcher, which is going to be used for the olives. These 2 mulchers here are going to be used for the olives. There is so much to this pack, and I don't have enough time to get into everything. However, if you download the pack, you will get 2 tractors with special tires that are for vineyards. They're pneumatic air tires. There's the Fendt and the Ladini, and you can attach those tires onto it. I am just using this Antonio Carraro, of course, as I said. And the 2 tractors that come with the pack do have enough power to use the equipment that all come in this pack. These equipment are the largest ones. They can go for vines. They can go up to 2 meters. For example, this mulcher here, or this mulcher here can go is I think 2 meters. This one is also up to 2 meters, and this one here is going to be going for in between the vines. As with the olives, there's the olive harvester, which I'll explain when we actually harvest them. And of course, I need to do the fertilizing also. To find these in the store, you have to kind of go all over the place for it. The best and easiest way to find them that I found is if you go to the packs, you have the grapes, starting with this tractor here, and going onwards, and you'll get most of the equipment. However, not everything. Go over to olives, and you'll see, again, starting with the Landini, and moving onwards, you'll get some more equipment, like for example this Suave. The tractor that's missing, go under small tractors, go to almost the very end, if not the very end, and you'll see the 2 different tractors here. Like I said, you have to go over everything. I have this equipment here, which goes up to 2 meters. As you see here, it is 900 kilos. You need 65 horsepower to drive the thing, and it works at 12 miles an hour. You can either have it a back attach or a front attach. I have this one, the Suave. You can have a Suave 2 or a Suave 3. I have this Suave 3. 900 kilos, 90 horsepower, 2 meters, and at 5 kilometers an hour. And then I have this Multi. You buy it $4,500. Oh, sorry, this one is at $6,300. This one is $4,500. And you can have either a mulcher or a cultivator. I'm using the mulcher for the olives. And this is 540 kilos, needs 40 horsepower to operate. It is 0.3 meters long. It's just this here that operates because it goes in between, and it operates at 7 kilometers an hour. There is the fertilizer, tractor. It is really way too much. You need an extra video on its own just to go over all of the equipment here. I need to get work on my vines. It is good to get the olives done, just in time for lunch too. That's a nice thing. Let's see, what shall we have for lunch? Perhaps we'll get some chicken burgers or something. Sounds good. Afterwards, head over to the grapes and get that done. This took a considerable amount of work, but it is very good that they're completely fertilized, the soils are ready, cultivated, and all things necessary for them to grow healthy and strong olives. Well, that was a great lunch. Had a barbecue with my wife, and John and Peter were there also. The others wanted to go off to a restaurant somewhere. Now it is time to work in the grapes. I have here on the back the mulcher, at least I'm pretty sure. And I have to mulch all of this grass. And of course I have to fertilize the grapes. I'm going to start in the middle just to see how this kind of works. Because this is a 2 meter long piece of equipment. And so I have to spread. Let's see, this one goes that way. And that one goes that way. And I go this way. See how this works in here. All right. Seems to be working just great. And I have quite a few more up and downs to do. The olives and the grapes are finished, and I am done for the day. Well, at least on this part of the farm. I have to go over and feed the animals now, but as it is time for the review. The cultivator, I mean, what can you say? Cultivator is a cultivator. It is a perfect width for these olives and the vines, no problem whatsoever. And this I'm actually seriously thinking about getting, even before I get a new machine, because this is a fantastic piece of equipment. I've always struggled getting the grass right underneath the vines, and this is exactly what is necessary for that. Perfect for the grapes, or well, these types of olives there are a different type of olive. I was thinking about getting a second variety of olive over there, but we'll have to see about that. For now, I just have these. These olives are called mission olives. They originally came from Spain, and I do believe some Franciscans came over and planted these trees. Well, the original trees, and then of course the olives migrated far and farther, and of course these were built up from them. But they're called mission olives. This mulcher here is an incredible. The great thing about this cultivator here is that it is really wide, and so you can get the majority of the grapevines with one sweep. You go over with this one, and then you continue on with the machine over here. At some point in time, I will have to upgrade. I do want to streamline all of these equipments and machines over here, because I think it is completely inefficient, and I want to have everything in one location and bigger and just, yeah, everything a bit more streamlined. And this is one way to do that. The tractor, great machine. Do I need it? Not really, but really fun to drive. Would I consider getting a tractor from this company? For sure. This is a great company. However, at the moment, it's okay. So, well, there you have it, everybody. We did a lot today. We recovered the machine and the tractor, prepared the fields for the olives and grapes, fertilized and everything, and it went all smoothly. So it was a great day farming. Now I have to get back on to other work. So thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share and comment on the channel, and we'll see you on the next time. God bless you and have a good day. Goodbye from Paval Farm.